technically doing their job right.
But they would die.
If they want to try swapping, that's an option for both of you. If you guys want to keep it like the same, then go for it. Yeah.
We can just try like swapping position next one because it looks like Hazel has like plenty of time to spare.
Yeah, there's like a good like GCD and a half when she gets there. So I think there's enough time.
Yeah, because I think what happens a lot of times that makes Vaj miss the protein wave is that he's making the turn to the cardinal position, and during that time, that's when the snapshot happens, and he's just outside of max melee range.
Let's give
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
You guys got your plan? Everybody knows where we're going?
Give it a shot.
All right, but everyone knows where they're going, right?
Game
Yeah, we're
on.
just
Vaj,
swapping.
Hazel,
Yeah.
are you guys?
Just try it. Yeah, the end position. Everything else
Yeah,
you guys can keep the same.
Yeah, only end position. If that causes an issue, we can swap the beginning position too.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Hazel has plenty of time though. Should be fine.
Tank Buster on stockpile. AoE. Hallow Tank Buster. Stockpile. Provoke. Stockpile. Provoke. Ashen. Tank Busters.
Tank Buster.
Protean Wave. AoE. Cleanse Throttle. Protean Wave.
There we go. Okay. Get their health a little bit more even.
Pull them up top.
I'll be as soon as it's up so we can see how much damage it does. Hand of Prayer
Focus Living
Goddess.
Liquid.
That means that they weren't spread out long enough.
Okay.
Yeah, wait until the orb, you see an orb spawn, then hop over to me. And then we'll move them up.
Okay.
That was better. That was certainly better.
Tank Buster on stockpile. AoE. Tank busters. Stockpile. Provoke. Stockpile. Provoke. Ashen.
That doll was being a pain.
Tank busters.
Tank Buster.
Watch damage a little
Protean
bit.
wave. AoE. Cleansed throttle. Protean wave.
Okay.
Pop over.
I'm gonna wait until we're secure before I LD.
Focus living liquid.
Okay.
Tank buster on stockpile.
TB.
Burn, 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 burn.
Bolide.
Kill him!
Ashen.
Kill him!
Kill!
Oh my god.
And now we die to live it, cut!
Hell yeah! I just want to kill him!
Now I watch
Hey, man.
all of you die. Alright, 1 and 2 goes off now. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Now 3, 4
Knock
goes
that
off.
cleave on
So
you.
that was 3. Now I'm 4. And now we're dead.
Hey, you know what? Let's take it. Take what you can get.
Small victory. Small victory. We're doing all on one side because that's so much easier than what Keo does. No toolbox exists. Only videos and my input exists for it.
Let's find the video for it because the video makes it look really simple.
It is. Let me
'Cause
find it.
I don't know where I fucking found whatever video it was. I don't have it anymore.
All right,
But
let me
it
find it.
makes it look super simple and it's super easy to understand as soon as.
Is it this one? I think it's this one. I have a way of explaining it that's super simple. I've really learned it forward, like just in and out, so I can explain it. So you can watch that, and then if you want the detailed explanation, I can give it. I can also get POVs because I did a POV. I clipped my stream for 1 and 6 because those are the 2 hardest. There's no Twitch. Okay, let me get the POVs.
2, 3.
Okay, 1 and 6.
Go.
Yeah, you do need an arms. You need an arm's length. So there's 1, and here's 6. I meant to go get the POVs for the other numbers, but I never got a chance. Okay, so you want me to give the detailed explanation right now, or?
You might as well get it out of the way now.
Okay, so B is always going to be north. B is going to be what we look at when limit cut starts. So as soon as living liquid dies, we all go to 1, and the numbers will come out shortly after, and it's 1 through 8. So what's going to happen is, let me set up these, and let me try to explain this as thoroughly as possible. So there's going to be 2 optical sites, and the optical sites range from A to C on like which direction they're going to go. And how we're going to know which direction we're going, let's say the optical site is on B. We run towards B and start going towards the right. So we go over to B and then start running the 4 clockwise around the arena.
Sorry, what's optical sight?
The big ass explosions.
Okay.
It's a pair of 2, and they're circling around the arena, and we're following it. So if it hits B, we run towards B, and another optical site will hit, and then we chase the optical site.
Okay.
So yeah, so every every double pie slice, so where I'm standing, one optical site will hit from me to the party, like where you guys are, and to A. It'll cover A to the party, one optical site, and we're following it. So let's say the optical site hits on A. So we start following it. So there's going to be one explosion. Then the second explosion is going to hit right here. And the second explosion on B will be, I'll explain this more in depth, but it will be 1 and 2 that go off. So 1 and 2. And then there'll be another optical site here. And then another optical site here. And here will be 3 and 4. And then an optical site will hit the middle. Well, yeah, I'll give the detail. I'm just so it hits the middle, and then it'll hit here, and then it'll hit. I think I have this off. No, I don't. Right, and then it'll hit there, and right here will be 5 and 6, and then the optical site will hit there, and then this line right here will be 7 and 8. So, I know half of you have no idea what I said at all. So I'm gonna try my... Yeah, I'm gonna... Like here? Oh, like... There? Oh, you said left, my bad.
So odd number will be in front of...
Yeah, the odd number gets hit with the slash, and the even number gets hit with the dash. So
they're
how
on,
it...
like, the outside circle, right? And then everyone else will be inside?
Okay, I'll... Someone be my partner for this example. I don't know. Someone run over here. Okay.
Can I make a suggestion?
Uh-huh.
You have a diagram you can work off of in T-Strats now. I found the video I was talking about.
Oh, is there a...
Yes.
There is.
It has a visual depiction. It's time-stamped. Use that to help explain.
Yeah, okay. I was going to... Okay, so every 2 explosions, every 2 optical site explosions is going to be a slash and a dash. So how you know where 1 starts is, let's say it's here again. So here's the first optical site, and then here's the second optical site. So then 1 and 2 wants to stop at the second explosion. Then their dash will hit. And then you go, and then you count 1, 2, 3, and 4 will hit. And then there's an explosion in the middle that counts. So there'll be 1, 2, and then that's 5 and 6. And then 7 and 8 are the it's the next line, because you can ignore the one that's here because it's the last explosion. So to explain how the slash and dash actually works is, so the odd number runs past the line, past this line, and they stop like around here or around here, facing the outside of the arena, and they pop arms. And he's going to pop up and slash, and then immediately after the slash, he's going to dash backwards, and he dashes towards the even player. So if the party is running past, like let's say it's 3 right here, the party runs past, and then 3, the slash will hit, and then the dash will go towards 4, completely like ignoring the party. So it's kind of like your odd and even partners stick together. It's not necessarily west or north. It's it's depending on where the first optical site is. And you
what he's saying is that the idea of what you're going to do is the same. It's just you might be starting on different.
Yeah, the starting position is different. It's random where the starting position is.
Yeah.
So,
like you'll know after the first optical site where to run to be safe, at least for the next one coming out, and then when you see where the second one goes, then you're going to know which direction you're running. And then by the third one, you'll have your pair set up and the group moved over.
you want to be more... So, when Living Liquid dies and we all stack in the middle, face towards B, and if the optical site is more towards the right, that's the one you're following. So like there's always, so if there's an optical site here and an optical site here, you would want to chase the one at 2 because it's more towards the right. And the same with if optical sight hits here and the back one hits here, you follow 2.
So we're just rolling clockwise regardless.
Yeah, you're rolling clockwise no matter what. So in this, you would follow 2.
Could you start down at southwest if you were following clockwise and they were at west and east, or would you still just want to do like 2 for the example? 2 which you had over on like does it matter?
The party for this strat specifically, the party needs to be together.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking.
I know. I'm just saying if we went to 4 instead of 2, that is fine.
My question, I suppose, is then just: do you always just want to have us starting towards like the left side of the map, going clockwise? Then.
Yeah, but in this case,
if it's going to always chase that side, if it's always going to chase the circle, then.
You want to face the one. So it's hard to explain this properly, but if it's this lineup and we're facing B, we would go to the one at 2, not the one at 4.
Yeah, because you want to be going into where it was.
Yes,
you're following it. That's the key to this.
So
we're following into where one went off, so that we're not getting caught with one behind it.
If it's this formation, you follow 2. If it's this formation, you're following 2. The first couple times you do it, it is really weird. Like, it is hard to get the grasp of which one you're following. But is
it always rotating to the right?
Yeah, it's always clockwise.
Then it's not that bad. Then it's not that bad.
Yeah, the hardest part is going to be explaining how, like where numbers stop.
For that one, it looks like, at least from what I've looking at the thing I posted, you can just count out the number.
Yeah, every second explosion is a slash that's going to come out. So, so let's say it's B. So B is explosion number 1, and C is explosion number 2. C is where 1 and 2 would stop because it's the second explosion. And then after C goes off, B will go off, and A will go off, and that will be where 3 and 4 stops. You can also think 3 and 4, whoever gets it, is you stop when the explosion hits the middle. Because there's going to be explosion that hits the middle in between 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. It's hard. It's really hard to explain this without, like... Yeah, this is definitely going to need studying, because this mechanic is definitely hard the first time you get to it, but on repeated runs, after you learn all 8 of the numbers, it's really, really easy. But learning all 8 of the numbers is really hard. In my opinion, 3 and 6, and I guess 1, if you don't understand how the mechanic works, 3 and 6 are the hardest for me. Because the reason why it's weird is because every second explosion, for 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's every 2 explosions chasing it. But after that, because an explosion hit the middle, it's now every... Like, think of this as a line. And it's like... Yeah, when the party is chasing it, when 3 and 4 is going off, they stop here because it hits the middle. And if you go early, it'll hit you here. You just want to stay here the whole time while 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only person that really needs sprint is the person who gets number 2. Because you get really far behind. But you can get away without it. It's just when you're running past 3 and 4, it's a little sketchy. Like, the only ones that are really special is 2, because they have to sprint, and 6. Because the explosion's hitting the middle, the next explosion is going to hit where you're at. So for 5, you have to start a little bit up compared to the others, and 6 has to be past this line. like past this line. Yeah, after a while, you just understand it and you just do it.
Now, let's just take our kill on Pepsi Man then.
Yeah, the small victories. Limit cut's gonna take a while. Limit cut is just it's not. It's, yeah, we can do another one. Yeah,
We can try one more pull.
I'll set up the markers again. I did. By limit burn. Yeah. So these markers I can leave. Let me change these up a little bit. We can leave these up for limit cut. If the explosion hits any of these markers except for 3, we would chase it. Actually, if the explosion hits a letter, you chase it. Is basically what these markers are.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll yeah. Limit cut took me a long while to get down. Okay. It's like no amount of explaining can prepare you for how weird limit cut actually is. Because it feels like it happens really fast the first couple times you do it. And so if you can think when it's your turn coming up, like the second, like just count explosions. Just go 1 2 dash 1 2 dash.
Tank buster on stockpile. AoE. Hallowed. Stockpile. Tank busters. Provoke. Stockpile.
Did I crit it? I did. No. That one doesn't count, yeah. Also, we now approach the time where fat fingering arms can kill you. So, keep that in mind. Yep, that phase is so hard. It's a cool phase. It's gonna take us a little while.
Tank buster on stockpile. AoE.
I definitely find phase 2 to be funner than this phase, but it's like the two phases are hard for different reasons.
Hallowed.
Garrett was talking about not
Stockpile.
fat fingering
Tank
arms, and I
busters.
just did,
Provoke.
but I'll be fine.
Stockpile.
Yeah, arms will be back up, hopefully, in time. Yeah, it should be.
Tank busters.
Oh. Ah. I saw Stock's health go really
O-line.
low,
Ashen.
and I'm like, oh, he saved it! And then no.
Hooray!
Protean wave.
Just don't let limit cut intimidate you, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's the whole fight, yeah, it's super easy, yeah. 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 Limit cut's the easy part of phase 2. I mean, it's all easy.
Tank Buster on stockpile. AoE. Hallowed. Tank Busters. Provoke. Stockpile.
I kind of just realized phase 2 requires a lot of talking,
Provoke. Ashen.
like with where people are gonna go and when. That's gonna be kind of difficult that like half the people here are mute.
Tank Busters.
Tank Buster. We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, but that's something I'm gonna keep in mind.
Protean Wave. AoE. Cleanse Throttle. Protean Wave.
Oh,
Goodbye, world.
hey! Let's die to Hand of Prayer, shall we?
That's a weird combination of people to be
Focus
alive at
living
that
liquid.
Yeah! Both melee DPS in the off tank. Yeah, you can save now limit cut proggers. No, the UPR strats are all sided. All one side. Kia was telling me that UPR does the one side. I'll have to check again. I was pretty sure. Yeah, I go to the UPR strats for T, and it's just half of it is just stuff about Wormhole. Oh, they do the double team. Keo lied to me. I don't like the double team though because there's a lot more room to be confused about stuff. It's not that he's shooting across. It's kind of like it's kind of the same thing as the one-sided. It's just the group is split up. That's the only real weird difference with it. And the only thing that I have a problem with that is it leaves room to like be confused because it's like the side that you're going is not always the same because I think it's 5, 6, 1, 2, and 4. I can't even read the numbers. But it's like
See you later.
oh yeah, see ya.
Later.
It's like when you it's not only you have to follow one, it's like you also have to pay attention to your number and then you have to go a different